Okay, testing, testing. Can anyone hear me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and greetings to ladies and gentlemen. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Yang Berusaha Dr. Tuan Puan to the Teaching and Learning Module Flipped Classroom Teaching Impact 2023 webinar. Our webinar today is broadcasted live from BIPD EDUTV studio through EDUTV at POLYCC YouTube channel on September 26, 2023, 10th of Rabiul Awal, 1445 Hijriah. I, Kalsom binti Abdul Latif, your moderator, am pleased to inform you that this webinar is organized by the Instructional and Learning Division, BIPD, Department of Polytechnic and Community College Education, JPPKK, which is one of JPPKK's initiative aimed at strengthening instructional strategies in providing training and sharing best practices in PDP teaching and learning, efforts to help students achieve academic excellence, generate skills, and be future ready in their careers. This webinar is intended for the teaching members of Polytechnic, Community College, and any interested educators from outside the organization. We have a great lineup of panelists from University Science Malaysia, University of Nottingham Malaysia, Polytechnic Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah, Polytechnic Merlimau Melaka, Polytechnic Tawau Sabah, and a very special guest speaker. We are very excited to listen to their presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, this webinar session will take place today and tomorrow from 9:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. We are very confident that with your presence here today will enhance the effectiveness of teaching and learning implementation and further improve and make impact to the quality of academic learning for students in Polytechnic and Community College. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for has arrived. With much honor, I would like to welcome Yang Mulia Tengku Besaruddin Shah bin Tengku Yaakob, Director of the Instructional and Digital Learning Division, JPPKK, to deliver the official opening speech for the Flipped Classroom PDP Module webinar, Teaching Impact 2023. Over to you, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dan salam Malaysia Madani. Thank you very much, Madam Moderator. Your Honorable Encik Muhammad Noor bin Shahudin, Senior Director Academic, Directors and Deputy Directors of EPCCE Divisions, Polytechnics and Community Colleges, most honorable panelists for this webinar, and last but not least, ladies and gentlemen. I extend my gratitude and thanks to all for you for joining us today at this webinar, organized by the Instructional Unit of Instructional and Digital Learning Division. Over the next 2 days, we have curated a panel of seasoned experts in the field of teaching and learning, each possessing over 30 years of invaluable experience. On behalf of the team, I express our heartfelt appreciation for your presence. Ladies and gentlemen, as educators, we are aware of the challenges in imparting knowledge to today's youth. This responsibility is heavy, and we tirelessly try our best to fulfill it to the best of our abilities. However, it is imperative that we stay abreast of current developments in technology and continuously enhance our teaching and learning methodologies to align effectively with our Gen Z students. Our Gen Z students born between 95 to 2010 are true digital natives, having been exposed to the internet, social networks, and various digital devices from an early age. This digital immersion has given rise to a hypercognitive generation, adept at assimilating information from various sources and integrating virtual and offline experiences. We now find ourselves in this digital era where the empowerment and upskilling of educators stand as an utmost important mission, particularly in the context of home-based teaching and learning and facilitated teaching and learning. The flipped classroom approach is just that, where it places the responsibility on students to initiate independent learning with guidance from instructors, followed by interactive sessions in class. To achieve this, students highly favor the integration of technology in their learning journey. Thus, educators must continually seek to acquire knowledge and explore cutting-edge methods and technologies aligned with the preferences and aptitudes of Gen Z learners. In the pipeline, we have outlined a series of training programs for 2024 and 2025 designed to reach educators who may have limited access to training opportunities. This initiative aims to provide robust support in the realm of digital learning and virtual classrooms. It is our concern to empower and equip educators for the digital landscape, where they must assume leadership roles, foster collaboration, and steer transformative changes within the POLYCC environment. Through these transformative efforts, we can ensure that POLYCC students are digitally literate and equipped to meet the challenges of the 21st century. Before I conclude this opening session, I would like to express my profound gratitude to our distinguished panelists. Dr. Amelia Abdullah from University Science Malaysia, Puan Saleha binti Abdul Rahman from the University of Nottingham, Malaysia, Dr. Norin bin Kamaruddin from Polytechnic Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah, Puan Marina binti Abu Bakar from Polytechnic Merlimau, Melaka, Dr. Sin Lip View from Polytechnic Tawau, Sabah, and our special guest and my utmost friends, long-time friend, speaker, Dr. Zainal Azhar or Dr. Nana. Your willingness to share your expertise with the POLYCC community is greatly appreciated. Indeed, your insights into instructional strategies utilizing the flipped classroom teaching and learning module and other pedagogical approaches will be a priceless knowledge and guidance for all of our participants. In closing, I would like to take this opportunity to extend the highest appreciation and gratitude to all parties involved in making this webinar a resounding success. Thank you all. Sekian, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Yang Mulia Tengku Basaruddin, for the speech. And we hope that his speech has given us the inspiration and motivation to strengthen our teaching and learning practices for the students in Malaysian polytechnic and community colleges. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, our webinar today is broadcasted live from BIPD's EDUTV studio through EDUTV at POLYCC YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. The attendance link for today's webinar series can be found in the description of our live YouTube channel, EDUTV at POLYCC, and you may also scan the QR code displayed for the attendance form. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's move on to our second session. We will be joined by our first panelist, Dr. Amelia Abdullah. Dr. Amelia Abdullah is a senior lecturer in the School of Educational Studies, USM Penang, and has been in this role for the past 14 years. She currently serves as the program chairperson for the Bachelor Education TESOL. Dr. Amelia teaches TESOL and education technology courses at both undergrad and postgrad levels. Her research interests encompass TESOL and online learning, and she has published several articles on these topics in reference journals like Scopus. Currently, she is supervising 22 PhD candidates, 7 Master of Arts education candidates, and overseeing the practicum of undergrad students. She also has experience as an external and internal examiner for PhD and master students and has been invited as a reviewer for journals such as APJEE, MGLI, and Learn, among others. All right. How are you doing today, Dr. Amelia?
Fine, thank you
Dr.
very
Amelia,
much.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very well. How are you today,
Okay.
Doctor?
I'm fine. Wait, there's an echo, I think.
Oh, there's an echo from our studio, is it?
I'm not sure, but I can hear myself double. Okay, I think it's
Okay.
better now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
fine.
okay,
Thank you
Doctor.
very much for inviting me thank you for BIPD for inviting me to this sharing session. I'm glad to be here, and I can see that there's quite a number of attendees here. And thank you very much for that very lengthy introduction, as Madam Umu.
Okay, no problem, Dr. Amelia. So without further delay, Dr. Amelia, let's hear it from you for the topic Essential EdTech Tool 2023.
Okay, thank you very much again, Madam Umu. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all the participants. I hope that you can hear me loud and clear. I'm here to actually share some tools that I feel it will be useful to be used in the classroom. Okay, I have been told that I can conduct the session in both Bahasa and English. And if there is any question from the attendees, you can either write them on the chat box, or you can also ask me questions while I'm showing you some tools. Okay, for the ice-breaking session, I would like you, all of you, to go to this website, to this address. I'm going to put it in the chat box. Okay. Okay, can you see that? It's menti.com. Right, it's menti.com. And the code is 8630. Okay, I'm just going
Dr. Amelia, are you already sharing your slides?
No, I'm not sharing my slide yet.
Alright.
I want the participants to go to menti.com first. This is
Alright,
an
okay,
ice-breaking session. I just want to know what kind of tools the attendees have used in their classroom. Okay. 9965. Okay, can you see the website and also the code in the chat box? Okay, can you go to menti.com, menti.com, and please respond to the question there. Okay, I'll just give around 5 minutes for all the participants. Okay, now I'm going to start sharing. Okay, I can see the responses now. Are you able to see the thing that I'm sharing here? Okay, right, good. All right, so I'll just give around 5 minutes for all of you to respond to the question. So some are very familiar. I have seen quizzes, Kahoot, okay. CDOS, that's something new to me as well. I'm just going to give you a few more minutes. You can put in 2 entries per participant. Padlet, okay, ChatGPT, PC, laptop, WhatsApp, okay, Telegram. Moodle, all right, PowerPoint. Okay, still waiting, a few more minutes. Keep on giving the responses. Okay, I can see that most of you have used Kahoot and Google Classroom a lot. Canva, okay.
Wow, Dr. Amelia, that's quite a number of response, you know?
Yeah.
Very interesting, yeah.
Okay, TikTok, wow, okay. Jamboard, right? FB Live. A few more. I'll give you a few more minutes, maybe 1 or 2 more minutes. Word wall, okay, that's a new one to me. I've not heard of that before. M Steams, that is also new. Poll Everywhere, okay, Poll Everywhere is quite popular. Canva is very popular. Okay, it's a good thing I did not put Canva in my list, or else I'll just be repeating whatever you have already mastered. Okay, CDOS, Flickrs, okay, YouTube, all right. Okay, any more responses? All right, I'll just give 1 more minute for you to respond. I think we have quite a number here. 69 responses. We have 69 responses. So, any more? Any more responses? Oh, 71 responses. Okay, any more? Just wait for any other response. Wow, 76 responses. Okay, Genially, well, somebody is using has used Genially. Actually, Genially is one of the tech tools that I am also sharing today, but it's okay. You can also share your experience using Genially. Okay, Microsoft Office. What else? Saidina. Okay, that's a new one for me. All right, any more responses? Just wait for 1 more minute. Okay, I'll just give 1 more minute. Okay, 91 responses so far. Any more? Right, 92 responses. Okay. This is actually one of the tech tools that you can also use in the classroom. Okay, we still have more responses, so I'm just going to let you guys respond first. Any more? Okay, this is actually called Mentimeter. Later, I'll show you a brief description of how you can use this tech tool or this website in your classroom. Okay, this is called Mentimeter. Yeah, Mentimeter, mentimeter.com. So from this response, this is the responses is in the shape of word cloud. Okay, it's word cloud. Later, when I show you the Mentimeter site where you create your own poll, for example, or your own presentation, there are a few types of responses that you can get from the students. So this is actually one of the responses in Mentimeter, which is word cloud. I think you can see it here. Okay, it's the type is word cloud. Okay, because I have set this as the word cloud presentation. If you can have a look at this, the presentation, you can see that some of the words are big, the fonts are bigger than the others. That means that those are the ones which are bigger, means that these are the popular responses. Okay, so the popular responses here, the first popular response would be Canva, right? This is bigger, the biggest, I think. And then you have Google Classroom, the second biggest. And the third biggest, I think, or it might be the same as Google Classroom, is Kahoot. So these three prominent ones showed you that most of the responses have used Google Classroom, Canva, and Kahoot. Out of these 97 responses, probably most of you have used this in the classroom. So the others are, the smaller ones, the responses may not be as many as the ones in the big fonts. So you can see the popular ones that are being used in the classroom. For me, I know that most of you are using Google Classroom, Canva, and also Kahoot. Right. So this EdTech tool is not really new. I think Mentimeter has already been around for the past 5 years, but it is quite a simple tool to be used in classroom. It's fast and students can use it anywhere. They can have responses anywhere, meaning they don't have to be in class. You can use gadgets, you can use mobile phones, you can use laptops, and they can respond anywhere they are. So it's very, very, very useful to be used in a flipped classroom. Okay, in a flipped classroom. So any questions so far? Any questions so far? About Mentimeter, right? Okay, if I'm going too fast, please alert me because I tend to ramble and not stop. Right, the downside of being a lecturer.
So far, I don't think there's any question from the audience, and I think they still can follow you. Yes, Amelia,
Okay.
you may proceed.
All right. Okay. So if you want to use Mentimeter, the website is mentimeter.com.app home. Okay, mentimeter.com.app home. So this will be your first page. In Mentimeter, this will be the first page. So it will show you, this is my first page, it's called the first the interface, the first interface. So the first page will show you what type of things that you want to have in the classroom. So you can have word cloud, you can have a poll, graph, you can have open-ended questions. So it's not just asking responses. You can also have quizzes or tests, just like Kahoot or quizzes, but this is more of more choices in this tool, okay, this Mentimeter tool. I'm very glad because actually Mentimeter was in the last, it is the last tool in my list because I was given some information that you have used Mentimeter before. But when I see your responses, I don't see Mentimeter, so I think I should share how Mentimeter can be used in the classroom. So, okay, so this is the first page. The one that I used before was this word cloud. You can also have a poll, open-ended, scale, ranking, and pin it. Now, let's go to the first page. You can sign up using the normal email, or I think you can also sign up through Facebook or Google account. So it's up to you. If you have Google account, you can sign up using Google account. If you have your own Facebook, you can sign up using Facebook or your own email. So this is the first page. If you want to create Mentimeter, you go to this part, create Menti. Okay, create Menti. So you can have a presentation. What I did just now was a presentation. Or you can make a quiz. If you want to make a quiz, you can click on this. Or if you want to do a survey, you can also click on the survey. It's up to you. It's a very flexible tool and it's very easy to master. I think it will take you around 10 to 15 minutes to create one Menti. So it's not that difficult. The steps are not that difficult to follow. It's very, very flexible and it's very easy to use. I think even before your class, you can do this, in 5 to 10 minutes before your class commences. So if you want to create what I have been created, this is called dashboard. So these are the things that I have created before with my classroom. With my class, I'm teaching autonomy with the postgraduate students. So I had this. This was in 2021. This one is in 2017. So the Mentimeter can still keep your material even from 5 years or 6 years back. There's no video or image. There's no video or image because this is a very simple tool to be used. I think I saw somebody asking a question. Okay. So if you want, I think you can also do that with other tools. You can link, but it's not in Mentimeter itself. Okay. There's a link. You can link your templates. If you are not very, if you're doing it for the first time, they have templates. You can use the templates in Mentimeter. But bear in mind, the templates, not all are free. Okay, they are not free. Not all are free. So you just, if you don't want to spend money to invest or to subscribe to the premium version, you can just use the free ones. Okay, you can see all the templates here. So the categories are here. So if you want to look at probably assessment, so there are some templates of assessment here. What you can do is you can just click on it and then see you can customize based on your own courses. Okay, so this one has got already a QR code. But you can change this. All this you can change. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to go back. I'm just going to show the one that the simplest one. The one that I did was a word cloud. So you want to create a Menti. What you do is you click on the new presentation. Right. And then that's the template there. So what do you want to do? If you want to do your own, you can use the blank Menti. If you are not very confident, you can use the templates. Okay, the templates here. So those who are teaching probably chemistry, you can have a chemistry assessment here, geography assessment. So the template is there to make our life a little bit easier. But you can use a blank one. Okay, you can use a blank one. And then here it will ask you the what kind of types of questions you want to have. Do you want to have multiple choice or word cloud, open-ended, scales, ranking, question and answer, and you can have more there. Okay, have fun exploring it. I think it will take a few hours to explore all the things that Mentimeter can offer. It can jazz up your classroom, so it will not be boring. The trick is just to find the correct presentation and then customize it to your own use, right? So you can also have a competition, quiz competition here, and then you have, see, I think somebody mentioned just now, they have actually upgrade Mentimeter. Thank you for asking that question. Now you can also add video. So it will make your Mentimeter much more interesting and colorful and also interactive. Okay, so I'm just going to show you word cloud. You can explore it later. So if you think that you want to do a word cloud, you can do a word cloud. This is the one that I asked you to go into just now. So when you have your students, you want your students to respond, they need to go to this website, menti.com, and they need to put in the code. So if they don't have the code, they cannot respond to your question. And you can actually prepare the Mentimeter up to 2 days in advance. If you look at this, it will expire in 2 days. So if you plan to use a Mentimeter in your classroom, make sure that it does not exceed 2 days. If not, then the code will expire, and I think either you have to do a new Menti or it will generate a new code, right? So if you want to do this, what you can do is you have the word cloud here, you put in the question here. So if you say you want to type what are the most popular social media that you use in your everyday life. Okay, so that will be your question. And then you can also set the entries. So if you want your students to answer more than once, you can put it here. Just now, the one that I have set up, I allow 2 responses per participant. So if you think the students can only write once, so you just put 1 entry per participant, right? And then if you want to put in an image, you can do so. So when this is already done, that's it. It's done already. It's done. Okay. So what you do next is you just is the typing word can be voiced out. So far I think it's just type. So far I think probably you can, somebody has also responded. Thank you. If you buy the premium one, you may be able to do more things. This is just the basic ones. Okay, this is just the basic ones. So and the responses are live. That's one good thing about Mentimeter. So you can have a look at the responses and it's live. Okay, any questions on Mentimeter? Thank you very much. It's very simple, actually. Mentimeter is very simple. So as I say, you can do it in around 5 to 10 minutes. Even with a template, if you already have your own content, you use your template. The template, you just put in your content, then you will have a Mentimeter in like less than 15 minutes. Okay. So the responses is live. You can look at the results here. View the result. If you click the result, you can see the statistics here. See how many participants? There's only 1 slide. So the result is here. And you can also download the result later to be used in class or whatnot. Okay, you can download here. So this is the free version. If you feel that you want to invest in it, you can upgrade to the premium version whereby you have to subscribe. Right? Okay. So you can go back to your presentation here. And once you are done, you can share with your student, meaning you can give them the link. You can also download the QR code, or you can straight away give them the code and also the website. So there are a few ways to share. Okay. And you can also present if you are a team member, you can also present in Microsoft Teams. And also you can open this one if you have the Menti mode. It's in the handphone, but I don't use it. I use the website, the PC website is better. And then you can preview your presentation. Okay, you can preview your presentation. So this is a preview of your presentation. Okay, this is the preview. Can you see? Okay. All right. So it will not be saved because this is a preview. So what happened now is, if you want to save, then you need to you need to import. Okay, you need to import, and you can import to a PowerPoint, Google Slide, or document. But this one you need to upgrade. So that's one very not flexible enough, because they don't allow you to upload to a static slide. You need to just look at the results in Mentimeter website. If you want to import to PowerPoint or Google or other documents, you have to upgrade. So they want to make money out of it. All right. Any questions so far for Mentimeter?
So Dr. Amelia, so the slide is not auto-save at the cloud, at the Menti cloud, is it? It's not auto-save.
Actually, it's auto-save. If you see this, it's already there. It's already on your dashboard.
I see.
This is
All
what
right.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already. That's why. Just now you can see that my Mentimeter was like 2017 is still there. It's still on the dashboard. But you cannot download it. That's the thing. All right. Okay, so this is untitled presentation. So if you want to rename it, you just click here. You can duplicate. You can rename. So you can put it here. Okay, social media poll, for example. Poll. And it will be renamed. If you want to delete, because if I'm not mistaken, Mentimeter has got a limit. If you are using the basic feature, there is a limit on the Menti that you can create. So if you have reached your limit, this was before, I'm not sure whether they still impose that limit. If you have reached that limit, then you need to delete the previous Mentimeter that you have done. So you can delete here. That's the only downside of it, because if you upgrade, then you have limitless Menti that you can create. With the basic one, there is a limit, but I'm not sure how many. I think it's about 10. They will tell you when you have reached the limit. Another way to not subscribe but do have a lot of Mentimeter is to log in through different emails, or different you need to have a few accounts. That can also be done. Okay, any more questions from the audience about Mentimeter?
Yeah, I'm sure they have a limited storage, can, when you use the free account.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
If you want to, as I say, if you want to have limitless storage, then you need to obviously upgrade and subscribe. The price is quite expensive because it's in USD. It's quite expensive. But you can still use this. I mean, if you have finished using it, you can either delete it or you can create other accounts in Mentimeter. Right? Any more questions before I move to a different website? Actually, I have a lot here, but I don't know whether I have time. Any question on Mentimeter?
Yeah, Dr. Amelia, just for your information, we have about 44 audience from YouTube channel and
Okay.
67 from our WebEx. So we have a total about 100 something
Wow.
viewers. Well done, Dr. Amelia.
Thank you. If later, if you need me to give the websites, I can pass it to Puan Rosana, the addresses. Then they might want to try it, or they can just Google. It's up to them. All right. Okay. So that's Mentimeter. Simple and fast. You can do it under 20 minutes. You can do a few Menti presentations with Mentimeter, and obviously it will make your life a bit more, a bit easier and more interesting. Your classroom will be more interesting, and I think students will also like this very much because they don't really have to do a lot. They just respond in a way that it's interactive and also live. Okay. So that's Mentimeter. Next one that I am going to show, because I think I've seen a few responses just now on video. So I'm going to show another tech tool that you can use in the classroom as well. Okay, this is called Flipgrid. Have any of you heard of Flipgrid before or used Flipgrid? It was before called Flipgrid. Now it's just Flip. So it's very apt to be used in the flipped classroom. Anyone has heard or used this before? Okay, I see no. All right. Okay, never try before. Okay, Flipgrid is actually a very interesting and also easy to use web tool, right? What you do is you just log in or sign up. Okay, I have an account so I can log in. So, okay, you just log in. You can use your Microsoft Outlook email. You can use Google, or if you have an Apple email, Apple account, you can also use Apple account. And you can also sign in with your normal email, your institution email, for example. So I normally use my Google account. Okay, so okay, this is Flipgrid or Flip, or used to be called Flipgrid, right? This is actually the first page. Okay, camera, my video. So this is the first page. This was what I was trying yesterday, because Flip is also something new that I have not used quite a long time. This is something new as well. This is more video-based tool, whereby you use videos in the classroom to respond rather than type or assignment or whatnot. Okay, for example, if you want to do a new presentation, okay, you create a new group. So here, this is the one that I practiced on last night. So I'm going to add new group. So either you create a group or you join a group. But since you are an educator, you need to create a group. Normally, you will create a group because I know you are teaching Polytechnic. You have lots of students. So you might want to have different groups for different students. Okay. So you create a group, you click create a group. And then this will come out. So obviously our level will be university or college. All right. And then you click next. And this will come in. This is your canvas, blank canvas. So now you enter a group name. For example, say science, you are teaching science, say science, biology, say biology, class A, for example. Biology A, that's your group. Then you have the choice of having the background here. So you can choose from art. Okay, these are some of them. Nature, and then you have people, you have texture. So you may want to just use a simple one. So I'm going to put in this one, or probably this one. Okay, all right. So you have this. And once you are satisfied, you go down here. There's the create button here. So you just click create, right? And then you have already got the link. So it's up to you. You can copy the link. If you have WhatsApp group for your students, you can copy the link and then you post in WhatsApp group. You can also limit the admission or people who join. So probably if you have a classroom, you would just put only the people that you can approve. So you don't open it to the public, just for those students in that particular group. And then you can have Google Classroom. If you're using Google Classroom, you can also add them through Google Classroom, or you can add them through email, for example. So there are a few ways to share or invite your students to the group. Okay, I'm just going to put in one email, maybe mine. This is my my formal email, my institution email. So I'm just going to confirm. And then once you have done this, you can click this away. All right. What Flip does is Flip will give 4 topics as how do we say, a preset. So Flip has given this. It's like a template. So you can use this as a template. But if you don't want to use Flip's template, you can delete the topic. You can delete. For example, you don't want study lounge. So you just delete the topic here. Okay, you delete. Okay, delete. Okay, so you only have 3 here. So say that you want to add a topic. You have finished and you want to add one topic. You can add a topic, and for example, this is your 2nd or 3rd week lecture. So you want to ask the student a question, or you want to give them an assignment, something about biology. So probably I would like to say, okay, explain the way the respiration system works. Okay, works. Okay, so this is your question. So this is your assignment. All right. Now you can also have a description here. So you might say, okay, provide the answer to the question above and with illustration, for example. Okay, with illustrations. Right. So you can make it bold. You can make it bold. You can make it italic. I don't know whether you can change the font, but I think this is it. Not much. Then this is where the fun part comes in. You can have a video. You can record your own video, meaning you want, oh, have used Flip. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's good. Then this is just a refresher course. All right. So you can record a video. So here you can click and record your own video, for example. Okay, since my camera is going to be still being used, then I cannot record a video because I'm in a WebEx session. Or you can also add a video from YouTube here. So you need to find a link. Okay, I'll go to YouTube now. Just find Okay, respiration system. Okay. Let's go to, okay, this one. Share, right, copy. Okay, so I have got the website. So here I put here, then you just enter the link. Oh, sorry, I did not copy. Okay, now you just put in, okay, paste, and then you just search. So the video is already there, the respiratory system crash course, then you add. So you will have a video here. And you can also have, if you have a video, you cannot record. If you want to record, then you cannot have a video. It's either or. All right. Since you already have this, and then you think that, okay, it's fine, you can already post the topic. Okay, you can post the topic. So I'm glad to hear that some of you have used Flip before. So it's very interesting, right? And it's very, very easy. So you can share this. Now you can share this to your student. Okay, you copy the link, you share it with your students. So you can use the embed code. If you have Google Classroom, you can do that. Share to Microsoft Teams, or you can use also Twitter, or you can just put in your WhatsApp. Once you have copied the link, then you can also put the link in your WhatsApp group or your Telegram group, and the students will have to respond to this through a video. Okay, so what they have to do is here, start the discussion. They need to record a video to answer your question. So you have a video of the students answering your questions or doing your assignment. So this is video to video web tools that is also interesting to use. Okay, so I cannot show you because I'm using the camera now, so I cannot show an example of how to record a video. Probably later, when you have time, you can go through it, or you can, browse through the application. Right, any questions? Any questions so far? Any questions on Flip or Flipgrid? Okay, it's also easy to use. Yes, industrial training. You can, as I said just now, there's the link. So you can use notes as well. But basically, Flip is the base is video based. It's video based. So you can have a link later, a link to share your notes later. Okay. Also, I think there is also premium version, which I'm not sure, but I think you can still use the basic one easily. I don't think they have limits at that time. All right. Any more questions? Any more questions? Okay. Right. Okay, it's already 20 to 11. How the times fly. Any more questions so far for Flip? This is also very good because you can use it with mobile phones. You know, students can record anytime and anywhere they want. And, you know, you get the responses live as well, like Mentimeter. But Mentimeter, it's written. This is video. Okay. Right, I'm just going to see whether there's any message.
Doctor, there's a question tu. Student
Okay.
jawab kat mana?
Oh, student jawab kat mana? Dia here. In the, wait, I have to share again. Once they get your code, kan, QR code tu, they get the QR code, they will come to this part, and then and then they will have to record a video. They have to record a video here.
Doktor, dia apa tu? Dia klik dekat yang box the pink box ni ke yang
Yes,
record
yes.
ni?
Yes, record here. But
Lepas tu
I cannot
kalau-
show you because my camera is being used.
Oh, I see.
So they will get this as well, and then they will record. They have to record to answer your question.
Okay, faham. Jadi maknanya
I cannot show you because I also use just
using the
listen
camera.
this. I'm also using the camera, so I cannot show you the unless let's try. Let me close my camera and see if I can do this. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can record. There it is. Oh, sorry, my office is a bit in a mess. Can you see now? Okay, so now you can create your video. So you can create your video here for the response. Okay, so you can just you can also have text here, right? You can have scribbles. You can have stickers, so you can put smileys. Okay, there you can put your smiley here, right? You can put a GIF. Okay, I have homework tonight. Where is it? Where's my GIF? It's not coming out. I can, okay, that's my GIF. I can put it here. Oh, my office is really in a mess. So you can put it here. Okay, and then you can, right, and then you just record. See? Okay, the answer to the response that you gave me was blah, 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 blah. Okay, stop. Right? So, next. Okay, the answer to the response that you gave me was blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, now you can have that and you can post to the topic. Right. Right. See, that's one response already. So far I don't think so, but you cannot have a very long video because normally it's a short responses. It cannot have a long video. All right. So when I close my camera, I can do that. Any more questions on Flip? So later, if you have 40 students, then you have 40 responses. And then you can have a look again at what your student has posted. Okay, the answer to the response. Okay, and you can also ask the other students to comment, or you can give a comment on the video. So you comment, okay, good answer. And you can just post. Okay. So this is also a good tool to be used in your classroom. Right. Any more questions? Any more questions? Okay, any more questions on Flipgrid? It's very interesting, right? And it's also it's easy to do as well because what happened is everything is done on the website. You don't have to use other things. You don't have to use other tools. All right. Okay, I saw some questions here about Mentimeter. You can use the templates. Okay. Okay. Right. Any other questions? Okay, somebody asked me to show the example of a video. As I've mentioned, I have not used it with my students yet. I'm planning to use it in the coming semester. I'm also like you, this is something quite new for me. All right. Report, I'm not sure. Because it's just, it will be on the dashboard. It will be on the dashboard. So probably if you need to see the proof, if you need to show the proof, you can just provide the website or the link. I know sometimes for audit purposes, you know, they need to see the proof of your using this, using that. You can just either take a screenshot or just copy the website address and also and provide. I'm not sure whether you can print it or not. Okay. Okay. All right. Switch on my camera back. Any questions so far? Any questions? Okay.
Okay, any question from the audience?
Perlu ada account Flipgrid. I think they can just use the link. If not, they can sign up with their institution email or their private email or public email. It doesn't matter. I'm not sure about that. So I have to explore that as well. Okay. But like Mentimeter, they don't have to have the account. They can just go in the menti.com and respond to your questions. All right. But for Flipgrid, I'm not sure. I think you can explore that later. Right? But normally, if you give them the QR code, they don't have to sign in. That's normally what happens. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to show you. I think I have time for one more probably. I'm going to show you another one. This is doing presentation with video, right? Share. Okay. Right. Have you heard of Lumen 5 before? Lumen 5. Any of you have used or heard of Lumen 5 before? Okay, no. Right. Okay, so the next one that you can also use in the classroom is Lumen 5. Lumen 5 is a video maker. Some people use YouTube, fine, but for people who are, how do you say, you have very limited time, and sometimes you have a few classes that undergoes the same course, or as it's been mentioned, you are advocating flipped classroom. So I'm using Lumen 5 quite a lot, because I think it's very convenient. If you cannot be present in your classroom to give lecture, you can use Lumen 5, a video that can help students to get your lecture notes or your presentation later. Okay. All right. Cikgu Jai said I have used it for introduction in Flipgrid. Normally Flipgrid is used in the early part of a course, for example, because it's easy to do and it's not that difficult to set up. Okay. So, okay, Lumen 5 is an online video creator. Okay, you create your own video. So I'm going to show you Lumen 5. I think I have about 10 minutes. So I'm going to log in. Okay, so all right. Okay, this one has to be, you need to have Facebook, or you need to log in with your institution or private email. Right. Okay. So this is Lumen 5. These are some of the videos that I have created in my classroom. Right. For example, this one here, I think is just to show you. Okay. Right. Okay, this one is the one that I have done previously. See, I have got how many slides? 3 slides. So before you you can preview. Once you have done, you can preview. Right. So the video will look like this. Okay, right? So if you want to have more feature, you have to upgrade. It's very easy to do. You just go back to the dashboard. Okay. So you can, this is going to be your dashboard, right? This is your dashboard. So say you want to create a new video, you click here, a new video. All right, you can have a template. You can have a rectangular template. You can have line template, rounded, gradient, organic, angular. It's up to you. There's a lot of template which are interesting that you can use. So for example, you want to have this feather video. So you can just take this one, and the template you can customize. This is 16:6. This is 1:1, smaller frame. 9:16, smaller frame. And this is on Instagram. This one is published on Instagram. So normally we will have this. If you want to use it in class, it's better to have the 16:9 portion, okay? So you want to use this for Lumen 5, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, because previously when I use it, they allow around 20 minutes. Sorry, not 20 minutes, 10 minutes of video, because it is supposed to be short videos. So 10 minutes. I'm not sure whether they have upgraded the limit of the time, the timing limit. Okay, so you can use this template. You can either use with AI script composer. You can upload your own talking head, meaning if you have already got content and you want yourself to be explaining in the video, you can upload or record your own head or your own self talking, or you want to start from scratch. So starting from scratch, I'm just going to show you starting from scratch. Okay, you have got the template here. This is the first page, only the first page, right? So for example, you want to teach about technology in the classroom. Okay, so you can change the font here, right? You can change the font. You can change the color. The color is not, it's quite limited because this is not the premium version. Okay, kalau you guna the premium version, you can have a lot of color. So if you are satisfied with this, then you can, okay, say you don't want this, you can delete. Okay, so font here, text color, right? You can have this if you want this. Then you just change the text color. As I say, it's not much. There's not much choice. Okay, and then if you don't want this background, what you can do is you can search here. Okay, all these pictures are under Pixabay. So they are, you can take them without having to, there's no copyright issue. Okay, it's from Pixabay, Pixabay. So if you need to get materials or pictures from the internet which are free and not under copyright laws, you can go to pixabay.com. They have loads of pictures and they are free and they are Creative Commons license. Okay, so for example, you want to have a technology picture, you just type technology here and then enter. Okay, you have this, and then say you want to put this in. Okay, computers. Okay, you have this computer, for example. Okay, this one, you want to have this as a background. What you do is you just click. Those are free. See, it's written here free. This one you have to buy. If the icon is in yellow, you cannot use that in your presentation. You have to subscribe or upgrade. So this one is free. This one is free. So what you do is you click, drag and drop. So you get that. Or you feel like, oh, it's too dark, so go down there and probably take this one or this one. Okay, they just, oh, this one is okay, this one is free, drag and drop. Right. Okay. Right. Any questions on Lumen? Lumen 5? All right. If you feel, okay, this is just the first page. So you need to add more pages. So you can click, create a classic scene, for example. Okay, create a classic scene. So what do you want to have? So maybe the next page will be something like this. Okay, so that one is your next page. So you can put here, you can write something. Okay, social media in the classroom. Classroom. Okay, say you want to add, you can also set the timing. You want this slide to be more than 3 seconds, so you can put 5 seconds. You want this slide to be 3 seconds, it stays 3 seconds. You want this one to be longer, 6 seconds, so you can play with the timing here. Okay, and then you want to put some music, go to this music, or you want to put some GIFs. So education, so something like education. Okay, so you want to put this here, so just click, drop, drag and drop. Okay, that's GIF, so it will move later. And then you want to put some music on. You want to have calm. You know, you can choose angry, bright. Of course, you don't want an angry music for your presentation. It will scare the students. So you want something like calm music. So you can listen to the music. You can preview the music here. For example, you want to listen to how floating sounds like. So you just click here. And you can listen to it. Okay. So you can listen to it now. Okay. Or frozen in time. Okay. So say you want this. So you just click on the track to apply. You click on frozen in time. You click there. Okay. So it's already there. All right. So you can also change the style. Watermark is disabled. You cannot have watermark unless you pay for the premium one. You can choose the colors. Okay. Palettes, spring bloom, you can choose the colors. See, the colors change. So if you don't want this, you want amethyst, you can change into amethyst. So you can change the color here. All right. And then the format, normally we take a 16:9 ratio just now, because this one will be very small unless you want to publish in YouTube, right? So if you feel that you don't have enough slides, you can add more. So now maybe you want to have a talking head scene. You just you just click. You either upload something that you already have, or you can record your own. So probably you can do this, you record and you have presentation and also yourself talking, explaining more about that particular slide. You can do that. Okay. So I'm not going to show you this one. And then once you have done that, say you want to record yourself, okay, you have to allow. And then it will, this one is not able, I don't know why. Oh yeah, because I'm using the camera, so it can't do that. But that one is also one choice that you can do. So if you want to add a more scene, you can either do a talking head or create a classic scene. The next part, the next page, maybe you want something like this. And then you can have a next page as well. So you want something like this, for example. So now you have 4 already, and you can actually decorate this on, you know, up to you. You can have uploads. Maybe you want to have your a folder, or you want to upload your own video or image. You can do that. Okay, and then you can put icons here. Maybe you want to, these are all basic. You can find the free ones, but I'm not sure there are many. I think most of them that you have to subscribe. You can change all the each individual slide can be changed. Okay, the presentation can be changed, each individual slide. So once you are done, I'm going very fast, yeah, sorry, because I'm already exceeding the time. Once you are done, what you do is you preview. So this is how your presentation could be. Okay. And you can control the presentation, meaning that you can pause whenever you feel you need to explain to the student or whatnot, or you can just let the presentation run on its own. Okay, that's a preview. Once you are happy with your presentation, you just publish. Okay, so you publish and your video will be there, and you can actually share it with anyone with the link. You can give the link later. So the video will take a few minutes to render. Okay, now it's already ready because it's only 19 seconds. So you can download the video. Okay, can download the video. All right. So it's already there in form of MP4. So one thing about Lumen is it can be downloaded and saved in your PC or in your laptop or in your cloud. So that's one good thing about Lumen. Right? So it's already being downloaded there. And you can share this with your students. You can copy the link and then you can share it with your student, or you download the video and you can share it with your student in other platform. All right. Any questions about Lumen? Any questions about Lumen? Okay. Madam Umu, I'm already past the 11 o'clock time. So do I need to stop now? It's the host.
Okay, Dr. Amelia, maybe like we give you like around 5 minutes more, can?
Okay, all right.
All right.
Okay, I see that what type of assessment is best. Now, Lumen is more on presentation. So if you want to do assessment, it goes back to either Mentimeter or Flipgrid. So Lumen is something like if you don't want to have PowerPoint, you can have Lumen as a choice of presentation. Okay, actually, I wanted to show a few more. So I'm just going to briefly give you the names of the educational tools that you can use in class later. All right. Apart from that, apart from Lumen, you can also use Vengeance Mind Map Maker. Can you see this? Yeah. Okay, Vengeance Mind Map Maker. This is how you create mind maps. Mind map. Sorry, my mind is going already. So this one you can also do presentation, not just mind map. So please try and when you have time, explore this. This is a very good one. You can create mind maps. You can create presentation, flyers, a lot of things here. Okay. And another one that you can also use is, I think somebody has mentioned this just now, Genially. Now, Genially is also a very powerful tech tool, something like Canva, but I prefer Genially than Canva. I don't know why, because Genially is very easy to manipulate. Genially is very easy to manipulate. Maybe, if time permits later somewhere in the future, then probably Genially, I can talk about Genially. But Genially is also one of the best tech tools that are being used now. And the one that I just found out, the latest one that I just found out, I don't know whether you have used it or not, but I myself have just found out, is Microsoft Sway. Okay, Microsoft Sway. I don't know whether any of you have used Microsoft Sway before. If you have an Outlook account, it's there already in the app. Microsoft Sway. Any one of you have used it before? Anyone? Okay. All right. So Microsoft Sway is in Microsoft application. So if you have a Microsoft account, you can use Sway. I don't have time to show this, and I'm only very, very new to this. So I'm trying to navigate my way through it. It is also for, there's a lot here. See, you can do a blog, DIY project, newsletter, portfolio, presentation, and other things as well. So it's also another tool that can also be used in the course of having flipped classroom in your courses. Okay, so this is very new to me as well. Microsoft Sway. I didn't know it existed before until somebody pointed out at me, actually saying that there's Microsoft Sway that you can also use in place of PowerPoint and other ad tools. Okay, so I think I hope that I have been giving some ideas of how you can jazz up your classroom, because now Polytechnic is advocating flipped classroom, and these are some of the tools that you may use in the classroom to make sure that learning and teaching and learning goes on. At the same time, it's interesting, it's interactive, and it also provides student-centered learning rather than teacher or educator-centered learning. So I hope my session has been beneficial for all of you. And if you need more information, don't hesitate to contact me in USM. I will give you my email. Okay, it's amelia@usm.my. So I'm glad that I could share some of these tools that could help you make your flipped classroom more interesting and colorful. And thank you very much for listening around 1 hour to me.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Amelia. I'm so sorry because time has been running out, but that was indeed a very enlightening and enjoyable and interesting presentations that has valuable insights for all of us, especially as educators. As we can see just now, Dr. Amelia make some demonstration to us about how to use Lumen 5, Flip, Mentimeter, and the latest one is Microsoft Sway. So thank you so much, Dr. Amelia. So is there any questions from our audience for the last one? Technical team? No? All right, no questions. Okay, a million thanks once again to Dr. Amelia for accepting our invitation to be a panelist in this webinar. Thank you so much, Dr. Amelia.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm glad that this session can help you to use it in the flipped classroom. Thank you very much for your invitation again.
Thank you so much. Well, see you again. Goodbye, Doctor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the wrap. This is the wrap up for our first and second session of webinar today. We will continue our third session of webinar in just a few minutes. Kindly refer at EDUTV at POLYCC YouTube channel for the next session. See you guys soon. Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum and greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Flipped Classroom Teaching and Learning Module webinar, Teaching Impact 2023. Our webinar today is broadcasted live from BIPD's EDUTV studio through EDUTV at POLYCC YouTube channel on September 26, 2023, 10th of Rabiul Awal, 1445 Hijriah. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share EDUTV at POLYCC YouTube channel. The attendance link for today's webinar series can be found in the description of our live YouTube channel, EDUTV at POLYCC, and you may also scan the QR code displayed for the attendance form. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, let's move on to our next session with Puan Saliha Abdul Rahman from the University of Nottingham, Malaysia. Puan Saliha Abdul Rahman has had a university career spanning about 3 decades. During this time, she has been teaching academic English and study skills to university students and has trained government and corporate personnel in communication and delivery skills. In addition to language and linguistic related modules, she also teaches critical thinking and applied psychology subjects at the University of Nottingham in Malaysia. Her areas of interest include critical thinking, dispositions, and reflective journaling to support learning and personal growth. She strongly believes in student-centered approach to classroom instruction and encourage the practice of the flipped classroom. Currently, Puan Saliha is the head of the Center for English Language and Foundation Education at the University of Nottingham, Malaysia. All right. Puan Saliha, how are you doing today?
I'm good, Alhamdulillah. Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, very well, thank you. Are you broadcast from Semenyih?
Yes.
How's the weather in Semenyih?
Cloudy. It looks like it's about to rain. Alhamdulillah, all good.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully the internet will just fine.
Yeah.
All right, okay, Puan Saliha, without further delay, let's give a warm welcome to Puan Saliha to give a presentation with the topic of Look Before You Flip. Over to you, Puan Saliha.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Assalamualaikum, everyone. How are you all? This is the 3rd session. I hope you're still charged with enthusiasm. Okay. I am going to deliver partly in English and partly in Bahasa. I hope you don't mind. But whatever it is, I'll start sharing my slides first. Okay. By the way, are they able to comment during the session for if they have any questions? I would suggest that you keep all your questions until the end. Yeah? All right. So I'm sharing with you my slides, first of all. Hang on, yeah? Okay. Okay, can you see my slides?
Yes, we can see your slide.
Okay, good. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Okay, so I am presenting a topic that is meant to boost your motivation. It's not just a motivation, because I think you all have the motivation, whether or not you have the intrinsic motivation. Sometimes I think it's because you are encouraged or